Alright folks, Noah just showed up. It's about 12 o'clock. He slept till about 11:30.
Not 12 o'clock.
It's not 12 o'clock? Okay, so it's early. And we're going to start back on this. Walk around looking for some shapes. Something I need to go ahead and do this without having to build something to save time. And I found 50 Buick hood. And it's rusted out and no good. And I was looking at the back side of it first, but then when I flipped it up and I seen this inside support rail, I believe I would be better off using it. So we're gonna play with this a little bit and just see what we can get out of it, and then maybe use the sheet metal off the hood for the piece behind the well, in front of the trunk deck. And that piece is to buy for a Model A is $300 plus well, I think it was free shipping, and we're not buying, you know, anything we can keep from it. So anyway, you can see this thing's seen its better days, so she's going anyway, but there's still parts we can use, so let's get at it. Okay, got the hood brace out of the Buick hood, got it narrowed up and got it in. We don't have it squared up where we need it yet, but we're playing with cutting a piece for our smaller one here, and I think we'll bring it and roll it down a little bit, and then we'll have to build in between it. And this section here is what's going to be the hardest, but we can do it. But I think that'll work. It gives us plenty of room inside here, and it don't make the trunk too short. And I'm not sure what these quarters are off of. They're I don't know, they're a little longer, and like I said, they've got these opened up real big, but we're going to close these in a lot smaller and redo quite a bit on it. And I mean, it's just a basic start is all it is, and you got to have something to start with, so this worked out good for that. But we'll definitely get something together before it's over. Alright, okay. We're slowly getting it. Start connecting things together here to make it look better. And we still got trimming on the corners here today, you know, to get everything right. But what we're trying to do is get it in, and then I went ahead and put a drip edge or drip rail on this for the trunk. And then we've got to redo our drip edge and tie it into here. And once we get that, you know, these pieces are going to be the worst to make. And our trunk lid, which will be long and skinny, but we've got to redo this tail first to get it right. But anyway, we're getting there. And like I said, we just used the hood off of the Buick, or the hood piece. So we'll keep at it here. See what happens. Okay folks, had quite a few people mention about putting the this body on the Model A frame that I just put the well, we're building the Roadster out of. I thought about that. That was actually one of the options from the beginning, but let me explain the reason I didn't. This is actually a much bigger car than a Model A, a lot wider, longer. We could have extended the frame, no big deal, but with this having full fenders, because I'm going to keep it full fender, there's no reason why we shouldn't just go ahead and do an A-frame suspension or something that's going to ride a little better than a straight axle and drive a little better. So that's the reason that I decided not to go with that frame under this car. And I hadn't decided yet what we're going to do, but we will figure it out before it's over with. And you know, it's not going to go to the waste anyway. And you know, we've not necessarily preserved it perfect, but we have preserved it some to where we can you know, still have it later. And we're going to play with that Roadster a little bit more, and until we get bored with it, I guess. And then I'm trying to debate on an engine to put in it. I have considered putting the Y block in that car and putting something else in the Model A, but I like old engines. I really wish I could find a flathead Cadillac V8 or, you know, something like that. I want a V8 because I like the sound, and I don't mind the little flathead Ford V8s. I ran one in high school, but I don't care for them as much as I do some of the other engines. But we will find something to stick in there, and you know, I'd prefer something old. So you know, I've got fuel injected engines. I got a small block 350, but I mean, how many times has that been done? And we do have the 389 Pontiac. I'm just not sure I want to put it in that car. It's a little heavy engine for that, but we might. You never know. All right, folks, we've played around a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and stop on this because we got a hurricane coming. It's gonna be here sometime tomorrow, I guess, and we got a lot of stuff we got to do before then. So as much as I wanted to keep messing with it and seeing what we could get done on it, we've got to stop. So we just got our panel sort of made, not done yet, but it's in there, and we've got to build the drip edges or use what we got or something. We're gonna figure something out on that. And like I said, the toughest part's gonna be fabricating these sides, but we'll get it, and then we'll get everything good and squared and straight, and redo this tail right here so we can get a trunk lid on it. Alright, we're going to keep grinding. We got a lot of Bondo to grind out too. Underneath the body's not terrible. I don't know if you can see it, but you know, there's not any rust holes or anything like that, and they actually welded replacement panels in the bottom before they Bondoed it. I'll show you right here. But we've just got to get some of the Bondo on it that they had for like this line. This is an original, and I don't know, it opens up big like this. So behind this is all original steel. And yeah, I showed them that yesterday, all the Bondo. So we're going to keep stripping down and messing with it, but eventually this will be a Roadster. Just a matter of time. All right.